What is going on, folks? Welcome back to another episode of The Full AJ. Today I am out at the range. I've got my 12 gauge and my 20 gauge in the truck, and we're going to do some patterning of some turkey loads for the upcoming season. I want to see how the 20 gauge does, as well as feel how that 12 gauge shoots now that I've done those modifications. So I'm at a private range today. I brought my own targets, and as you can see, there's this beautiful gobbler right here. That's the greatest representation of a gobbler that I can create. So I'm gonna mark out. I'm probably gonna start at 20 yards, and I might push out to 30 and just kind of see where we're at. Once I get out there, I'll show you the different loads that I have for each different gun. All right, before we get started and I show you what loads I'm going to be shooting, I do want to point one thing out. There's a form versus function in terms of range attire. I'm going to tell you right now, it's form all day. Like, I got the range shorts on today, get to show off the quads. And then you got to have the appropriate American flag range hat too. So, keep the sun out of the eyes as well as your protective glasses. So remember, function is not necessarily as important as form. All right, let's actually get into it though. So for my 20 gauge, what I've got is I've got some Browning 20 gauge, one of these BXD extra distance 3-inch shells, 1 1/4 inch 5-shot for turkey loads. I'm going to give those a shot, as well as some Federal 3rd degree TSS turkey loads, and these are 5, 6, 7 shot. So I'm going to give each of these a try, see how they pattern at both 20 and 30 yards. And then for the 12 gauge, I got a lot more turkey loads because I went a little crazy last season. So I've also got the 3rd degree TSS 5, 6, 7 in the 12 gauge, excuse me. I've got Federal Grand Slam in both 5-shot and 6-shot. See how those pattern, as well as the Winchester Double X in 5-shot, and we'll see how those do. So, but first, I've got some low recoil rounds in 12 gauge, and I kind of want to just shoot the new modified gun and see how it does. So I'll shoot that a little bit. This is a private range. I do have to be respectful in terms of how I'm shooting. So again, priority number one is to really just is to pattern, but shooting's fun, so I'm going to do that. And I also brought some just normal 20 gauge as well. Throw a couple of those down there. So check my chokes. I'm going to see what I've got in there right now, and I'll turn it on and just start shooting. All right, so we're at about 10 yards. I've just got some low recoil 8-shot in here. This test is really just to kind of see, to make sure that I actually put my nice TruGlo sights on properly. So I'll zoom in. I'm shooting basically at some painter's tape that I put on the trash that's been left out here. So we'll see how it goes. Haha, not enough to actually eject that. Interesting. Alright, so the sights are on, they're pretty good. It's still pumpkin out of post aiming. I knew that wasn't going to change, but I did a good job. Everything's lining up nice. So now we're going to actually set up, and I'm going to shoot at the turkey target that I made, because that's definitely a turkey. That's exactly what that is. That's a turkey. Alright, the first shot is going to be 20 yards with the Federal TSS 3rd degree 5.67. So that spread is looking a little high and left. Let's go up and take a closer look there. So you can see most of it hit right up in this area. I'd still say that's a dead turkey, but that's good to know. So I've got to adjust my aim down and left just a tiny bit there. So I'm gonna replace this target, push it out to 30 yards and kind of see how we do. All right, target is replaced. A little bit better turkey head there. Still looks a little bit like Snuffleupagus, but hey, you know. So I'm going to push it out to 30 yards, and same thing, that Federal 3rd degree 5.67 shot. All right, Federal TSS 3rd degree 5.67 shot at 30 yards, and I was basically aiming right at the base of the neck, and you can see here it does look like it's pretty good. I'm going to go in and take a closer look. I'll bring you with me. So that would be a dead gobbler right there. This was my point of aim. I had the head basically right on top of the pumpkin, or on top of the post. Everything's looking pretty good. That's a good shot at 30 yards. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna move on. I'll let you know what I'm moving on to, replace the target and choose a different load. But so far, I'm liking this right now with a full choke. All right, new target. This one's actually talking to me. And now we're just gonna go right back to 30 yards. We're gonna do the, what is this, the Winchester XX and 5 shot. All right, Winchester XX and 5 shot. A little bit greater spread there, kind of to be expected. So let's move on up and take a closer look here. I would still say that is probably a dead gobbler. Yeah, so you can see that pattern is a little bit more spread out all along through here, along the body, but still a pretty good concentration in the neck and the head. And obviously these pictures are not to scale. These are just my rudimentary, you know, drawings that probably a 4-year-old or a kindergartner could do better. But go ahead and put a new target up, and let you know what the next round is. All right, new target. This one is saying, don't shoot, I've got no arms, because it's a bird, get it? And we are doing 30 yards, the Federal Grand Slam 6 shot. All right, Federal Grand Slam 6 shot, 30 yards. Probably a little bit low on my aim point on that one. Pretty good pattern, even given that aim point. A lot of penetration in the neck, in the head, and a lot in the body there. Again, not to scale, so we'll see how it'll actually do. Next up, replace the target. It is going to be the Federal Grand Slam in 5 shot. Now, what we have here is a turkey in disguise as a cat. New target. Still using the 12 gauge, Federal Grand Slam, and this is 5 shot at 30 yards. All right, that was the Federal Grand Slam 5 shot at 30 yards. Move in a little bit closer here. And again, pretty dispersed pattern. My point of aim could have been off, but point of aim is about right here. So again, it's shooting a little bit to the left, and that would still be a good kill shot. But out of the 12 gauge stuff, I definitely like the 3rd degree TSS 5.67 shot the best. If I were smarter, I would have not just put targets on top of targets so I could pull them all off and look at them, but I've got the video footage that I can review. So, yep, that's I think the TSS is kind of going to be where I'm going to be at for the 12 gauge this season. Let's move on to the 20 gauge. All right, we're at the back of my truck. I'm putting the 12 gauge away, closing it up, get this clear, and grabbing my bird gun. clear right now. I'm going to change out the chokes, see what I've got in there right now. Oh yeah, definitely changing out the top choke. That's the CZ, that's the one we need. So I'm going to go full choke in the top chamber, and I believe it's improved modified in the bottom one. I thought I saw the camera fall over there. Don't mind my quick reaction force here. And I'm going to shoot 1 or 2 rounds out of, just to make sure, because I forget which one is upper and lower barrel on this, because I'm an idiot. I can't remember if when it's on the over, if it's going to shoot the over barrel, or if it's when I'm assuming that's going to shoot the over barrel and that's going to shoot the under. So I'm just going to try it out. I'm going to put 1 round in the under barrel, put it on the O, and we'll see what happens. That way I'm not wasting a whole lot of precious shotgun ammo. I am going to be using just some normal high velocity lead loads to do this. All right, it is in the under barrel, and we're gonna move up and see if it fires. So that's what's kind of interesting. When the U is exposed, it is on the under barrel, which seems a little backwards to me, but what the hell do I know? I don't know shit for shit. So now we know. All right, my 20 gauge in the upper barrel with a full choke at 30 yards, Federal 3rd degree TSS 5.67 shot. Ew, all right, I guess I'm not a pumpkin on a post with that one. That was all me, 100% me. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one again. As much as I don't want to, I'm gonna do that one again. I'm gonna leave the same target. Yeah, I just want to get a better aim on that. All right, again, that same target, I'm just gonna see where my point of aim is. There again, 30 yards, that Federal 3rd degree 5.67 shot out of the 20 gauge. Very interesting, it shoots low. It shoots real low. Either that or my point of aim was just shit and I'm pulling. But you can see most of the pattern is still down in this area, and my point of aim is right here. So first time I thought I was holding pumpkin on a post, which explained why the shot was a little bit lower. This time I was covering that area. I could have pulled. It's very possible that I pulled. I haven't shot in quite a while since it's finally not snowy and shitty out. But yeah, it's interesting. We're gonna move on to the next round because I've only got so many of those and I don't want to waste them. As dumb as that sounds, but we'll see how the other one does. I've got like 20 rounds of that, and I can screw around a little bit more with both chokes. All right, still working the 20 gauge at 30 yards, the Browning BXD. This is 5-shot Browning BXD, and my point of aim, I'll run up and show you. That's going to be my point of aim right there, and we'll see how this thing patterns. and it is patterning low and to the left. Very interesting. So again, point of aim was here, hitting down. Again, I could be pulling. I don't think that I am, but that's quite interesting. But like the turkey says though, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Smash it, smash it. I'm gonna move on to the improved cylinder, modified. Let me double, triple check which one I'm doing. Yeah, the improved modified choke with that same round, and we'll see. And then the last shot that I'll take will be 2 shots, 1 with each. That way I've got a follow-on shot. We'll see if it's me that's pulling or if it's the gun itself. All right, Browning BXD 20 gauge 5-shot 30 yards with improved modified choke. Well, it actually shot a little bit better. Point of aim was the eye, so I moved my point of aim up a little bit. It's just good to know how the gun shoots. Move it up a little closer. And I'm still hitting left with it, but point of aim was here, so I'm still low and left, hitting in that area there. Might have been a dead bird, at least it wouldn't be able to talk. So I'm gonna put one more target up, and I'm gonna do 2 shots out of the 20 gauge, 1 with the full choke and 1 with the improved modified cylinder, as it would be a follow-up shot if I'm using that over-under. So far what I'm seeing is I like my 12 gauge a little bit better than the 20 gauge. The point of aim seems to be a little bit more true. All right, last one of the day. Again, that Browning BXD 5-shot out of the full choke first, and then out of the improved modified right after from 30 yards. Yep, even with that 1-2 combo, still low. Point of aim was the head. I was literally aiming right here, just a little bit to the right of the eye, and I'm hitting low. Screw that, man. It is going to be my 12 gauge all day. I am going to do a little bit more digging as to why the 20 gauge is shooting like that, and yeah, get it prepared for upland season in the fall. That gives me a little bit of time, but I'm not going to be using it for turkey season this year. It would save me a little bit of weight carrying it in, but it's definitely not worth it with a pattern like that. That's all I got today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys have a great turkey season as well. If you liked what you saw here, you enjoy the content, you enjoy just my personality, like, subscribe, share this video. Also, comment below like what you're using for turkey loads this year. Let me, I can hear myself a little bit better. And I can actually take my range hat off now. And put my regular hat back on. There we go. Oh, and I can take my range shorts off now. No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the content. Hope you guys have a great turkey season as well. And yeah, let me know what you're using for your turkey loads. I'm interested. Well, takeaways for me today were my 12 gauge is a lot better now that I made it tactical. It is practical as well as tactical. So if you tactical your shotgun, you're going to shoot a little bit better. Have a great rest of the day, folks.